Hi. Happy holidays.
Hola.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
This is the last Thursday of 2012. Can you believe it?
Oh, my goodness. I can't wait.
The last Thursday. We're into the last Thursday, Friday, and weekend and Monday.
And this is the last time you're going to see Lenny this complexion in this year. Because he is taking off by himself. Didn't invite me and Vito. Didn't book no tickets. Nothing. Where you going, Lenny?
I'm going on a cruise. I'm going to go to...
Must be nice.
You know what? Don't let this little one fool you. By no means.
What do you fool me? I'm not fooling anyone.
She travels. Maybe she hasn't been to a warm climate, but she travels, and you do your thing.
I have not been on a plane in, it's going to be 2 years.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that.
Crazy?
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Look, can I say something? A couple of weeks ago, I was in Miami. And prior to that, and that was for business. And prior to that, I hadn't been on a plane probably in around a year.
That was for business? It was all business?
It was all business.
Every single moment?
No.
Oh, okay.
Miami? Are you kidding me? Every single moment? No. I spend a lot of money in Miami. What's up, ladies? How y'all feel?
Wow. What's up, ladies? You know who you are.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Nah, but
That's good that you're going away. You need the break.
I do. But you know what? I'm treating my mom to this cruise as well.
Mama Green.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she deserves it. That's going to be
She deserves
fun.
it.
Please take a lot of pictures.
I definitely will take some pictures.
It would be a strong request to ask for you to take pictures and then text them, because I know you're going to be busy and you're going to,
Well, you know what? Here's the problem. As great as my service is, and I'm not going to acknowledge.
Okay.
No, I don't have the international chip.
Oh, all right.
Which I probably should have gotten. You know what? Maybe I'll look into that this weekend. If I can look into it this weekend, then I'll do that, because I would love to do that. But I'm going to be on the air every night, even though I'm going to be on the air away.
Okay.
I'm going to try to find a clever way how to broadcast live from the ship.
That would be hot.
So look, if there's anybody watching in Puerto Rico or St. Thomas or St. Martin in Dominican Republic, I am headed your way.
That's gonna be nice. You can watch Lenny as his complexion progresses throughout the day.
Yes, because I plan to come back, maybe close. No, just a little more. You know what? The nice thing about is a good and bad side of tanning. The nice thing about it is the tan initially, and it stays with you. Mm-hmm. But as soon as you leave that climate and you come back home, you start to peel, and then it looks like you have a disease.
Well, you only peel if you burn.
No. I peel no matter what.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not good. I've never. Yeah.
And I try to stay as they say you're supposed to moisturize.
Yeah, you should moisturize. Oh. That's not good.
No, it's not. Especially on the head, it looks ugly.
Oh yeah.
Ugly.
Ooh.
But
wow.
For the moment that I'm going to be there for that week, I got a good 2 weeks after I come back to kind of look right.
Okay. Well, people, I'm sure you're gonna get it in on the new year. It's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to.
What are you
this.
doing New Year's Eve?
I don't know. I kind of know.
Church?
Oh. Yes. No. Yes, but I just don't know what time. I don't know if I'm gonna go early.
Oh.
Or if I'm gonna do. I'm probably definitely not gonna do the midnight and overnight sort of thing.
That's the watch service.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm probably not going to do that, but I'm definitely going to go early. I don't know what time. And then I don't know. I'm trying to coordinate with my mother, which you shouldn't try and do with my mother.
You know what?
She's last minute Lucy. Last minute Lucy.
But this one can't talk because
I'm not last minute Lucy.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
I'm not last minute.
You may not
Lucy.
be last minute, but you're last minute.
I'm not
a
last
little bit.
Minute
You're last minute.
I'm not last minute Lucy.
Okay, so you're always structured. You're always organized ahead of time.
When I have a lot of things planned, yes, I need to know what I'm gonna do when, so I can.
Right. Okay. So you have an overview.
Yeah.
But
I'm not last minute Lucy.
She's in denial. Okay.
Anyway, but God bless your day and be careful.
You.
This topic, okay. So when did y'all think of this topic? This topic has been fluttering around for a couple of weeks now. And I remember calling in a couple of weeks ago. And I thought it was going to be juicy of the juicy. I thought this was it. So when did y'all blast this one out?
Let's start with what the topic is.
Okay.
Are you going to tell him?
So, can friends with benefits can a relationship that's friends with benefits turn into a committed relationship? Is that it? Is that how you worded it?
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, I don't like that whole friends with benefits. I don't like that slogan. If you're a friend, then you're a friend. No. Benefits makes it seem like it's like you have this something extra that shouldn't be there.
But I think the word friend, it's kind of overemphasized.
It really is.
It's really not a friend. It's a friend in the making, more like an association.
Okay, is it a friend in the making because you all are sleeping together, or you mean it's a friend in the making? Because what if you really are friends? What if you've known this person for a year or more, and you've confided, and you're trustworthy, and you trust them, and they've shown, commitment to like a friendship? Forget about the sex. It just so happens you're attracted to each other. So what if you're really friends?
Well, I think then that's a different question than what we're dealing with right now.
Oh, really?
I think. I don't think a lot of the situations where people have answered this question, they were friends for, they've built up a friendship and it lasted a year and a year and a half, and they realized how great they were just, in support of each other. And then just by chance, they're attracted to each other. I think the friends with benefit connotation kind of came into perspective where man meets woman.
Okay.
And they kind of get to know each other over a couple of dates.
Okay.
So that like they're dating. Now, one could be in a relationship already.
Oh.
And they meet each other, they go out on a couple of dates, and then all of a sudden now there's that, obviously there must have been an attraction before they even went out on the date.
Right.
So there's an attraction towards each other, and then the ultimate crescendo is the sex. Or scenario number 2, he has money or she has money. So whoever the opposite, person is, are there for that purpose, So, but most of the calls, and we're going to play back a couple of the calls tonight so you can kind of hear some of the reaction that we received a little earlier, it was sex.
Right, okay.
It was women who who obviously in it just for the sex. That's all. I want to run back that call that we had just a little while ago. This young lady who is in her 40s. And
she was 43.
43.
43. Going to be 43.
And the dude is
27.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's like, it couldn't be anything more because obviously it's polar opposites, intellectually, backgrounds.
Wow, you'd be surprised. Like 27, depending on the maturity level, that could work. Because 43 isn't so old you don't want to have fun. And if you're at a place where, you know what, I just don't want the drama. I want to have fun right now. It could last a long time. And then by the time the guy is like 35 and you're like in your late 40s, 50s, it could work.
No,
stranger things have happened.
Here I go. And I've been there.
Okay.
And it could
but
definitely
it's easier with a man. I'm sorry, ladies.
It's no different.
I think so. I think it's easier for a younger woman to date an older man than for.
Saying that he was younger when he was messing with
you was missing. Oh, Mrs. Jones.
Oh yeah, I did that too.
Wait, what's he talking about? Oh,
it was both ways.
Oh,
I was younger. I remember I was 21, and she was 32.
Wow. Yeah, she had you hooked. You was like catfish.
She definitely had me hooked.
Really?
But then, then there was a situation back in the day where I was older and she was younger. I have a tendency to date women younger than me anyway.
Younger? Like decades?
As long as you're legal, yeah, that's fine. But, here's what I need to be clear on that, because, you're probably looking at me like, oh, what's up with that? Look, maturity doesn't dictate, I should say age doesn't dictate maturity.
No, it doesn't.
I almost kind of expect a person who is younger, let's say I decided to date a woman in her late 20s.
Okay.
I kind of almost expect immaturity. I really don't expect immaturity if a person's my age, if a person's in their 40s.
But they can be.
Oh, most definitely. So, we shouldn't, and it's a double standard in life because where society looks at a woman so badly because she dates a younger man, but embraces a man who is dating, or it's okay for a man to date a younger woman. Hey, look, you know what? A lot of women that I've spoken to have said, and they were in their 40s or in their 50s or in their 60s, and their mates were in that same age frame. Mm-hmm. The women still have a lot of life in them, and they want to do other things. And the man has become very complacent and very, tiresome and unadventuresome. And they didn't want to go any place. They didn't want to do anything. And I'm not that dude. I have a young spirit, maybe because I was a late bloomer.
Okay.
So I have a young spirit. So I need somebody who can keep up with me, who can go the distance, who likes to do different things, likes to do different positions. I'm all for everything.
And share him with the ladies.
What you say?
I said share you with the ladies.
Well,
on the outside. No. Okay, let me clean that up. No.
Me to be a bad guy.
I'm going to clean that up.
But you
share
said it already.
Him with the ladies on the outside. Behind doors, he is the most loyal and respectful and one-on-one private.
They're not even going to believe you from that point. Yes, come on. You're backpedaling it right now. You already threw me
know what, though? You know what? The right person will get what I said and take it into context. Anyway.
Young lady asked me recently, she looked at my hand, she's like, oh, you're not married? I'm like, no.
Uh-oh.
Are you single? I'm like, yeah. So why aren't you in a relationship? I was like, good question.
Why aren't you in a relationship?
I tried.
Okay.
I did try.
That's all you can do.
Try, but
the right one has not come along to stay.
Why aren't you in a relationship?
Oh boy. Well, right now I'm not in one because I have to complete some things.
Therapy?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
No, first of all, you know what? No, that's vindictive. That's really vindictive.
It was vindictive.
That's terrible.
You're right.
No, I'm in school, and yes, I'm in therapy because I have to take therapy.
So I wasn't lying.
But I have to take therapy because
your mama, huh?
Because I am in school to be a psychologist, and you have to have a certain amount of hours as well.
Very good answer.
No, you really do. You know what?
I know her beyond this show a little bit. Just a pinch.
First of all, if you go back and watch some of the other shows, you know I'm crazy. I never had my crazy.
You're right. So that's why therapy wasn't such a bad word.
I am not in a relationship because I have to complete that. Like, I have to complete this first step in that. 1, 2, I am detoxing another relationship that I got out of a couple months ago. And I don't think you should rush right in. I really don't. Those are 2 things I have. Those are 2 must-haves,
So what do you do in the interim? That's why I want.
I hang out with you.
Well, that can't be a lot of fun, though.
We are friends with benefits and no benefits. I hang out with Lenny, and I don't need to date. I hang out with Vito, and I don't need to date. How about that? I hang out with Trevor.
She has the best of both worlds. It's triple worlds.
I do. I have the best. Ladies, let me tell you something. I have the best male friends. I really do.
And I have good female friends.
Yeah, so you don't really, until you're ready to put yourself out there. I tell people this, until you're ready to love to the point where you don't mind being disappointed, don't do it. Because everything comes with disappointment,
And one thing we don't want to do is disappoint, by no means.
Well, we're human. We're human.
So I know we're not going to be perfect. I get it.
Yeah, we're human. So friends with benefits, I think it can turn into a relationship. I do.
You would.
I would.
And that's wishful thinking. And I think it can at times, but I'm starting to wonder. I really am starting to wonder.
Well, some of these calls that you, like you said before, they weren't friends. And see, maybe that's why I'm thinking it can, because I think if you're friends, you can build from that. You can build from a friendship. You really can't. build from just sex. If it's just sex and you're just attracted to someone, you really probably won't have a friendship. You won't talk about anything else. You'll only talk about when is the next time you're going to have sex. You know, there's no other conversation.
It's so funny. I remember this one young lady back in the day.
You got a lot of stories. You've got a lot of I remembers.
Yeah, I remember. And I knew that we were going to have sex every time she's like, she called me out, and the code word was, I miss you. I was like, oh, we're going to have sex soon,
wait,
right?
Y'all made a code word, or you knew that was?
But it just happened. Like every time she said, I miss you, and then we would get together, it was hot butter sex on a platter.
Oh, okay.
It's crazy.
So what happened to her? That was just.
I was ready for a commitment. I could tell that she wasn't, and I didn't force it. Nope, did not force it. So like, she went into wherever.
Wow.
You know, I think the wonderful thing about getting older is discernment. If you can kind of forecast certain things, and believe me, I'm far from perfecting this area, but I'm happy I'm happy where I'm at right now, because if I had to kind of forecast or see certain things, you kind of know what's going to unfold before it unfolds sometimes, or you kind of see where things are going, or you kind of see where a person is coming from. And I was never the guy who chased a woman.
Right.
So, and I know ladies, I know we're hunters as men, we're alpha men, you know, we're hunters, but I'm not into that chase thing. You know, I'm not that dude. I mean, meet me halfway. I'll give you the indication that I'm interested. If I don't get it back in return, I'm not pursuing you.
You're not really.
Nope, forget it. Because I'm not going to be that dude. I remember it was a young lady. I remember back in the day.
But I thought
there was a young lady I was interested in. I was really feeling her, right? And she was not feeling me. And she would always introduce me to her girlfriend. And I'm like, you know, after a while, probably 3 months later, I'm like, you know what? Forget this.
Okay. Why do you think she was doing that? Why?
I don't know. And I didn't ask, and I didn't figure, and I didn't, investigate it. I was young. So I said, forget that. So when she introduced me to one of the girlfriends that I liked, she was my target, and she was feeling me, and I was feeling her.
But what happened? What happened?
It was Banaka Blast. I mean, we hit it off great.
No, not okay. That's good. But then she wasn't. Your other person wasn't jealous.
After we ran the course, me and her girlfriend ran the course. Who comes knocking on the door then? Typical. Should I say typical woman?
No, you shouldn't. Maybe she was waiting for you to really go in and pursue the situation.
Look, I pursued it. Like I said, I will give a person an idea that I'm interested.
Okay, what's an idea? What is an idea? Or what?
Can't be.
No, that's a good question. What for those of us women who don't? I'm the type of person. I'm straightforward. So if you tell me how you like me straightforward, I'm gonna believe that. But okay, so say your type comes along and doesn't really pursue, but likes, but doesn't pursue. Like, how do you know? How do you know when someone really wants something serious with you if they don't pursue it? And you're a woman, and you're always around. She's always around, and she's making herself available.
Because I want to spend time. I think my thing. I always want to spend time with you. If I really want to hang out with you.
Okay.
You know, if I'm trying to find some quality time for us to hang out, and you keep dogging me, you keep pushing me away.
Time, ladies.
If you keep pushing me away.
Time. Okay.
All right, I get it. You don't have to hit me over the head anymore. When I was a kid, yeah, you had to hit me over the head before I really got it. As an adult, as a mature man, nope. I'm going to give you. This is not a baseball game, so you're going to be under 3 strikes. Okay. I'm going to give you 2 good ones. You're going to know I want to hang with you.
Okay.
If I keep getting into sidestep.
And hanging meaning want to hang out with you other than sex. Like you
I'm
just
not even
don't
talking about sex. I'm saying let's get together. Let's go bowling. Let's go to a movie. Let's go to an amusement park. Let's bug out. Whatever. I'm not talking about let me get you in the house. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't bring people to my house like that. You know, you gotta be. I gotta be feeling you really to that next level where I feel I can trust you.
Right.
To come to my house, not because I think that I'm all that, but I just don't let everyone in my crib.
No, right. Okay, so time. Wow.
Time. If you don't,
how do you know?
If you don't give me, but if a guy, and I may not be the only guy who's experienced, but if a guy wants to spend time with you, and you keep sidestepping,
you said he'll make time. he'll make.
Well, yeah. If a guy really wants to spend time, well, but that's questionable too, Vito. If a guy wants to spend time with you, he'll make time. No, that not necessarily. I mean, depending on how your schedule is, and Vito used to work in the record industry, and he used to tour around with artists. So, with a schedule of that magnitude, when you're touring around with artists and taking them from city to city, and you find somebody who's interested in with you, what you may want to do with someone and what you have to do to keep that check coming in and keep your job, it doesn't balance out. Because I was working in radio in one city, and I wanted to spend time with this young lady, and the station just wasn't allowing me to do that.
Yeah, but what? Okay, so what about bringing them along in situations?
Indy.
No, I'm putting it out there. I'm just putting it out there.
I did that a few times, and then it wasn't good.
It isn't good
because let's say you're my girl, and I meet some people who know me, and women are maybe a little touchy, feely, and then I'm dealing with an argument. I don't know this person no more than you know this person. I'm meeting this person for the first time, but you're thinking it's more than what it is. And I think people, have a tendency to kind of should be very affectionate to me and what I do, and I'm appreciative of that. And I'm respectful of that, but I never disrespect the relationship that I'm in. So having said that, if you have an uncomfortable nature of me being around other women, and it's so funny because I met a young lady who's just recently, she said, "Oh, you're a Virgo. Oh, a lot of ladies always around you." Really? I mean, this just happened in my life because of my career. But there are a lot of ladies around me. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, there are. Now, where's your security or insecurity at?
See, and there you go again. You're mixing them up. They're two. They're two. You can be secure in who you are as a person and insecure in your relationship because of the decisions and the choices and the behavior of the other person. So don't get it mixed up. We're going to stop doing that. We're going to stop passing the buck, saying people are insecure when they don't like something that somebody does. No, if you're inappropriate in your relationship, you and anybody else has the right to feel insecure about that. It's not a secure situation. It's not a secure feeling based on behavior. Now, when you're out of that, if you're a secure person, that's cool. It's not with me, not sitting here, no. But
beds, lack of. This is the reality of love, though. This is, I'm sorry, we've gotten this far, over half an hour in. And we haven't introduced ourselves if you're watching for the very first time.
Oh, we surely didn't.
Thank you for watching. My name is Lenny Green. I'm the host of The Quiet Storm here at WBLS in New York. This young lady right here.
I'm Indy Smith.
Who's a client.
Not of yours, because we know you need help. And who are you laughing at over on the other end of the... Yeah, okay. All right, chicken.
But Indy Smith is my lovely co-host who doesn't think that she needs help.
I do. We all need help. What are you talking about?
No, you're absolutely right. You just need it a little bit more than everybody.
I don't need more help than anybody. I need help because I am destined to help others. I want to help others.
Those are the
what
ones.
Is with the Snickers over there?
Those are the ones that always want to help others. But
you know what?
We love her.
I'm a genuine person. I am genuine and I am consistent. And guess what?
She is genuine. And you know what? Ever since day one,
wait, you're not making this good for me.
Vito brought her in off the street.
Off the street?
I'm only playing. I'm like, erase that from your mind. No. When he brought her in,
play the calls, Vito.
When he brought her in, she had a wonderful personality, and you know what? From that day to this day, she really hasn't changed.
No,
she's revealed herself more, so we understand the level where you are. But she's really great. She really is.
Whatever. Y'all are not making this great to me. This is like we had a pact yesterday. We had
we do.
So
and we still got that pact.
Okay. So we
2013, baby, we got a pact.
We can't be crazy. Whatever's going on, we gotta cover it up.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Look, we want to go into playing back some of the calls that we received a little earlier tonight. The topic tonight in Confessions of Love, which spills over into reality of love all the time, is Can a friend with benefits? Like, hello. That was a cue. Hello. Hello.
No.
Can a friend with benefits? I was
swallowing my wine, so I couldn't say it.
I could go any place with that one. Can a friend with benefits lead to a committed relationship? Can a friend with benefits lead to a committed relationship? So let's go, Villavito, to one of the calls and listen in.
Hello, hi, my name is Pooh.
Talk to me, baby.
With benefits, I think so, yes. Because we're benefiting from each other in different ways. And then eventually, that when you know that person and that person knows you, it could lead to a relationship. I think so.
But can anybody be in that situation?
No.
Why?
Well, sometimes somebody has a friend with benefits such as money or the other word.
Sex? Sex?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, let's keep it real. We're adults, right? We can keep it real.
Sex. Yeah, I didn't know if I could say that over the phone, Mr. Group. I didn't know.
I mean, we're not getting vulgar. We're just saying sex.
That's true. With sex, yeah. Yes. That's one of them because of sex. It's just sex. Maybe this person gives you good sex, but then but when you're with the other person, he has benefits. Yes, right. Yeah. I think so anyway.
Have you been there before?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. I'm dating, so.
You dating a friend with benefits?
With benefits, sex. Yes, just sex.
Okay. All right, baby.
Just sex, and I don't want a relationship with him. No, I don't.
Well,
just sex. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. He's actually 27, and I'm 42, about to be 43.
Oh, my goodness. Talking about the cougar left the building and is roaming now. Wow.
Yeah, the sex is excellent.
I guess so.
What can we benefit from each other besides sex? You understand?
I'm understanding. I'm understanding. Hey, look. Hey, do your thing, baby. That's all I can say. Do your thing. And obviously, in your situation, it definitely is just sex.
Just sex.
Okay.
Just sex. Yeah, benefits financial-wise of being a family, this and that. I feel that, yes, it can lead into a relationship, yes.
Thank you for the call, and thank you for being honest.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Good night.
Oh, she's a sweetie. She's having fun. She's doing her
43,
I wish
27.
you had asked more questions, like how long it was, how long have they been just having sex, how long has this friendship been going, what was her relationship like before this one?
Boring.
Wait.
I'm telling you,
really?
Her relationship was boring because she's 43.
Mm-hmm.
She may have met a man 43 or 53. He probably don't want to do anything, or he may be, well established, and I can speak objectively, and I know, fellas, you may not agree with what I'm about to say, but some dudes could just be. I really want to use the word.
We'll use it because I don't know.
Some dudes can be just a dick. I mean, because the bottom line is that, look, if you find somebody who's interested in you and you're interested in them, man, you better enjoy life. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm about enjoying life. We only get one life. I don't know who told somebody that we get another life or we can stretch this life or transform this life.
Right.
You get one life. You never know how long or short it could be.
Mm-hmm.
And enjoy life, man, to the fullest. And that's what I plan on doing. Right. I don't feel my age, and I enjoy life to whatever. There are restrictions. Like, I do have some fears. Like, I'm not going to parachute jump.
Oh, I so want to jump out of a plane.
How did I know? That's why I used that term.
Vito, you want to jump out of a plane? See,
Vito and her.
Oh, my goodness.
And guess what I'll do? I'll be the doctor.
You be at the bottom. Okay.
I'll be at the bottom.
Fair
but
enough.
That's not my thing.
Okay.
So see, I want to enjoy life, but see, I cross country ski. I do the boring stuff.
Oh, excuse me. I've never skied before.
So you should try it. No, not skiing, but cross country. Well, it's downhill skiing and cross country skiing, two different types of skiing. So
it's wet and it's cold. It doesn't matter.
That's true.
To me.
I get you, but it's two forms of skiing. Forms.
Okay.
So, I don't like the height stuff. Like, I'm not that guy. I'm not the roller coaster guy, but I do like the things that make you dizzy. I do like other things. So,
okay.
I like to enjoy life, but I'm not, overzealous and overadventurous in some areas, but I'm down for everything.
So do you think like men at a younger age, or I can say a less mature state of being, look to their life in terms of always something better? So when you get older and you're more mature, you realize that it's only better if you make it better.
It depends on the individual.
Okay.
Just like with women, I think it depends on the individual. I mean, I can't say that every young woman is intellectually stimulating, but it depends on the woman. I'll stop there. I think it depends on the woman. So it depends on that person. If that person is intellectually, aware about certain things, or have been exposed to certain things in life, or have a fine appreciation, and obviously it transcends down from the parents, or from their exposure, they're going to have a different maturity.
Yeah. Okay.
And being able to handle that. Now, to the older person, as this young lady may be looking at it as, this young dude.
I think she's teaching him something. I think she's teaching him something, and he's maintaining, and she's loving that.
You're right.
Like she's
that's what happened to me.
Oh.
No, I'm being honest with you. When I was in that relationship where she was 32 and I was 21. What were you taught? I was taught how to romance a woman. That's why I'm a bad dude now. Okay. But you can't get that if you're not taught it. And guess what? As crazy as this may sound, women are nurturers, but there's a lot of women these days that don't know how to teach a man certain things.
Yeah.
So that older, younger situation has benefits in itself. And for me, I mean, that's how, I'm not going to say your name, but that's how I got exposed to the candles. I look back in my life in retrospect, and I was like, why did I start liking candles to create the ambiance? It was because of her. Because when the first time I was invited over to her house, it was like Nola Darling from that movie, Spike Lee, She's Gotta Have It.
Yes.
And it was not that many candles, but it was candles. I'm like, oh, what the heck? And I'm 21, just, in college. I'm not exposed to this. It didn't help that I just came out of 4 years of being in an all-boys high school, so that, filtered right in too. So obviously,
ripe for the picking.
I was ripe, and she was ripe for my picking too. She was a beautiful lady. She was a hairstylist and worked on the east side of Manhattan. She had her own place, her own car. I was like, what?
I think people won't figure it out. You better stop going into detail.
No, the place doesn't exist anymore. So, but kudos to you, whoever you are and wherever you are, kudos to you. So this young man is definitely being taught by this older woman who's 43 how to appreciate and how to romance.
The thing that makes me nervous about this situation, or like friends with benefits, is, well, okay, so if you're really friends, then the chances of pain in the dissolve won't take place. But like, somebody always gets hurt when it's just sex.
You're right.
So how is it a benefit?
No, it's a benefit because at that time, while it was going on, everything was great. So that was the benefit. The unfortunate part is what you just said. Because I was, when she finished playing with the toy, which was me, she pretty much said,
you didn't know you didn't even know you were a toy.
I didn't know.
You weren't aware. You were involved, but you weren't conscious of like really
Correct.
What was. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
But she was definitely using my butt to every extent, and I was like a sponge. I was being like absorbed into her essence. Wow. So when she pulled that carpet from my foot, it was like cold turkey. I was like, huh? And communication ceased. And, again, the challenge in that though, the challenge in dealing with somebody who is younger than you, again, depending on the mentality and depending on the maturity level or lack thereof, could be insecurities. Like if you're dealing with a man who's younger than you, and you've lived a part of your life that he has or she, he has yet to live. So what is fine to you may be immature to his perspective or way of thinking. So having said that, he'll get jealous on certain things that really doesn't call for jealousy to be a part of. Okay. But because of his level of age, and his lack thereof experience, he'll look at it totally different. So that could chase a person away as well, and or could cause problems within that relationship.
Okay. No,
so
definitely.
That's why she said, look, there's nothing else that I could really deal with this guy except for his stiff ride.
Wow.
I mean.
Yeah, okay.
Young and what?
Yeah.
There you go.
Young and full of
there you go.
Love.
See, she wants me to use bad words, but she's going to be sidestepping. You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking of that word to help you out.
This is the reality of love.
Are we playing another
Indy
call?
Smith. We should definitely play another call. Again, the question tonight is, can a friend with benefits lead to a committed relationship? Here's a call that came earlier.
Might as well just say, can you hook up?
Hi, Lenny. It's Dawn. I'm from New Jersey. I was just in a situation like that, and you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I think when you become friends with benefits, it depends on the benefits. It depends on what you're talking about. And we're grown adults. We know what the benefits are.
Well, the benefits could be either one or two things. Either it's either sex or it's money.
Okay. Well, I'm talking about sex. So I was in a relationship with somebody. It was a friendship because he always introduced me as his friend, but the sex was there. So it really, he never. It was just too easy for him to go into the commitment. I think you don't open the candy jar too soon.
So
keep it tight, keep it closed, give him something to work for, and then give him some candy.
Wow, interesting, interesting, fellas. I hope you listened to what she just said. But were you in a relationship with someone else at the time?
I was in a relationship for 5 years.
No.
I thought it was a relationship. It was a friendship to him.
Oh.
Yeah. So I feel that if you have to make the man work for it. Don't ladies they settle too much. They give in too easy, and they want to keep the man by giving him the sex. No, if the man's worth keeping, give him your mind, give him your soul, give him your heart. Talk about spiritual things, and then if he's worth it, really get married first, and then give him benefits.
Give him the candy, in other words, right?
Give him the candy, open the jar, let him have it.
Wow. Thank you for being so descriptive. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Wow. It sounds like she thought she was in a relationship, but it was a friends with benefits. Wait a minute, 5 years and you don't know your friends with benefits? That's weird.
That's a little off.
That's more than off. Like, that doesn't make sense. Okay, so my thinking is this. I think it actually can be, good. I think you can actually turn a friend with benefits into a relationship, but I think you have to stop having sex. Not totally, but stop making. The only way you can turn it into something that's going to be committed is if you stop. Yeah, Mr. Green is over here, so I'm talking to him. He's listening, but I'm talking to you because you're watching.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. No, but if you stop and you kind of start over, that's how you can make it a commitment. Like, so, okay, the sex is good. You all know that. You're attracted to one another. Fine. You have that. Now, if there's something more, then I guess, okay, hearing from the men, the time, they'll give you time, and you show up also. You be available. And then you start over and you start dating. You start really becoming friends. The benefit then becomes, well, we know our sex life is amazing. So it's a benefit. You already have it. You already know it. But I think you have to stop and start over as people.
I don't think that's going to happen.
You can.
I didn't say.
Well, okay. I'm glad you said that. You don't think that that's going to happen. What does that mean? What does that look like? Why don't you think that can happen?
I think things go wrong, and we've had this conversation on previous shows. By the way, you can always go back and check the previous shows that we have. I encourage you to do that.
Check us out on YouTube as well.
Yeah, Google Global Veto. YouTube. If you Google Global Veto, VITO, you can.
Take them out.
You can see the previous shows.
Vito's sign language is horrible. His sign language is horrible.
But I lost focus. See,
I said go back and watch. Oh, because I said no. I asked you why. What does that look like? You're saying, oh, that's not going to happen. You can't just start over, and then become friends.
My point was
date or
the confusing. factor in this is always the sex.
How is it confusing? You already know it's good. You can always go back to it. You're just trying to.
Yeah, but if it's good, you're not going back. You're not leading it. You're not leaving it to go back.
Well, no, I don't mean stop it altogether, but stop making it the focal point of your relationship.
But if that's how it started, chances are that's where it's going to lead.
Why? Why?
No, I mean, well, obviously that's at the forefront. Look.
But okay, so you're asking me. So let me ask you this: so man meets girl, girl meets guy, whatever, and they're attracted to each other, and they don't sleep together for months, and they're dating. Then they sleep together. Then they decide, okay, they want to spend the rest of their lives together. So then they get married, and they end up together.
I don't think it happens like that, Indy.
No, well, I'm putting it out there as typical. When you're dating and you meet someone and you want to be with someone, what difference does it make that we had sex, now we like each other, now we want to get to know each other, then, okay, we got to know each other 3 months later or whenever we have sex and then we end up together. Like, what difference does it make when the sex comes? If your brain can I don't see what difference it makes. Like,
I'm just saying, I mean, that's a nice chronological order. I'm saying sometimes the sex is even before what you're saying. The sex
typically
is the first thing. Right, the typical.
Right. Okay, and people end up together.
Sometimes, or it becomes just a booty call, or it becomes whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think a booty call always stays like a booty? I don't think a booty call. I think a booty call is like the lower level. I think you have your one night stands, then you have your booty calls, then you have this friends with benefits thing. So, like, my thing is, if you really like the person and you've decided that you want more than friends with benefits, what difference does it make that you slept with him because it benefited you just to sleep with him? You got to know him.
I mean, I think it does happen for some people. I don't think it happens like this for everyone, unfortunately. I think it starts off sexual, which is obviously the
I'm a
wrong
hopeless
level.
romantic. I am. I am just like in love with being in love, and I just love. So I think everything can work out, and clearly it doesn't. But
it doesn't.
It doesn't. But
that's a wonderful. I think what's in your heart is ideal, and I think that's the way it should be. It really should be. I think what's in my heart kind of piggybacks off of what's in yours, but. And just looking at things in retrospect, it just doesn't work out like that for everyone. There are exceptions to the rules,
so
and I'm sure.
If I just see you as a piece of sweet meat, I'm keeping you as sweet meat.
Obviously, that's what she is. That lady who called up, the first lady who called up, that's what she's doing. She's like, look, it's strictly the sex. You know, it's a sex thing. It's nothing more. She didn't say it's anything more intellectually. Notice she didn't say
he's a dummy. He could be just a dummy. He could just not. It could be purposeful that he is just picked out as sweet meat.
All right, so I mean that's what I'm saying. It's possible.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's different. I'm just saying, like,
but there's a lot of situations that fall in that same folder. You know, well, it's just about the sex, or you find a woman who is involved with a guy who is a sugar daddy. You know, it's all about her getting laced up with whatever she wants, whether she becomes the arm piece or every so often she hits him off with a little piece, you know, but he's spending that money, he's spending that cheddar, and guess what? She's not stupid. She understands what he's spending, and she understands what she's getting without having to do too much. But like, all right, you know what? He spent over $500 on me this weekend. I'll hit him off with a little something, and it's nothing. So it does happen. We can't alienate the fact that it's not a part of our reality.
Right. No,
is it right?
No, I'm not.
It's not right, but it is what it is. It's the reality of love, baby. That's what it is.
Reality of the situation.
Lenny Green is my name. Indy Smith is here. Please write in to us, email us. When's the last time you checked the email? That means a mighty long time. So look, if you have already taken the time out, she has that look on her face. If you're already taking the time out to email us, I personally deeply apologize. I will not be checking emails.
I'm going to check
over the
emails.
Next week.
I'm going to check some emails. I'm going to check some emails.
You know the password. You'll never forget it. I made the password specifically for her.
Is that the
what
I can't
what
even
you
say
like,
it,
what you used to like. So we'll talk about it.
I still love it. Are you kidding me?
So how can you email us? Reality of Love Live. Reality of Love Live. LIVE. realityoflovelive@gmail.com. If you have any suggestions, if you have any comments about what we're saying, please interact with us, engage in conversation with us. We'd like to stay interactive with you.
And we need to know, because the live is really going live. Like next year, we are going.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Live.
We're trying to.
I don't like the way you said that word. I don't like how it came out. I'm very intuitive. I'm so intuitive.
You mean that's the goal?
That is the goal.
Okay. All right, Indy. All right, got it. We're doing this live, damn it, next year, 2013. We're doing this.
He's going to get beat up.
We're doing this.
We got a couple hours to make it to that boat.
You know what? We haven't laid out all of the game plan yet, but we can assure you that this is going to come from this into you coming to see us and a bunch of our friends who are professionals, who are celebrities, and we're going to have a great time learning and growing.
Lit up here in the new year, Lloyd.
Strayhorn.
We got a sex therapist coming up. That's going to be so exciting.
We got a lot of great things coming up. And, we know a lot of great things are in store for you. I mean, if you have been wanting and praying for a new relationship, we pray that will come to fruition in 2013. So, look, it's all about keeping the faith and staying positive and
being the best you. Oh my God, I've gotten so many great messages and so much like wonderful advice. Just being in a atmosphere of like school and getting knowledge and things I watch, things I read, and one of the best forms of advice came from, he's an inspirational speaker / like minister, Andy Stanley. And he said, there's no right person. You're not going to find the right person. You have to be the right person. You have to. If you're insecure and you feel bad about yourself, build that up. Build up your security so that you'll attract someone who's also secure and respects your security. Like, you have to be the person, become the person, be the person that you want to want you. You really do. That's the key. That is the key. So whatever it is, you think you're lacking, or whatever it is that you want, check yourself and make sure you're that person.
Before you wreck yourself.
Okay. You know what? Woohoo! Rich is in the building.
Yep.
Rich, would you say that you are the person that hey, then he just saying that's what she said. So Rich is
key on the one-liners.
He came in here with a mug today. He's a mug.
Yeah, that's a great looking mug.
That's a 20 ounce. I have one of those.
Yep.
I like that.
Whoever gave that to you,
it's a 20 ounce. It's my tea. How much sugar you got in there?
She's a sugar hog. She's
Only
a sugar
2?
She is a sugar hog. Please email us, please, and let her know. Look, it's good to have something. Well, she hasn't evidently.
If I run out, I get mean.
She hasn't tasted herself to know she's sweet. But
okay, you know what?
The bottom line is, sweet is not. To put a lot of sugar excessively is not really a good thing. Email us realityoflovelive@gmail.com.
To tell me to stop drinking,
any doctors,
eating sugar.
No, any doctors that may watch us from time to time.
Any sexy doctors that want to give me a checkup. You can check my sugar level.
How disgusting is this?
No, we don't need him. We don't need his help. No, that's all right. My sugar's fine.
Hey, look, we only have a couple of minutes left. But
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. God bless you. God bless you. I pray that you and your family are blessed abundantly in 2013 with everything that you desire in life. And you may not get everything at that particular moment, but trust and believe and commit, and it will definitely happen.
Look, if you see 2013, you got everything that you need.
You got life. That's the bottom line. So thank you very much for tolerating us throughout the entire year of 2012. We hope that it has been informative, entertaining, and real for you. And real, because we try to keep it real. That's the bottom line. I'd like to thank our producer, Global Vito. for helping us to navigate this every week. And thank you for engaging in conversation with us as often as you do. Please keep the topics coming in, and please like us on Facebook as well. All right? Until next year, until 2013, baby, I'll see you when I'm a couple of shades dark.
What's your famous? Live something, laugh often.
Remember to live much, laugh often. See, now you got me. I'm confused. Can only do it when I'm live.
And drink wine.
Have a great holiday. God bless you. Happy New Year.
See, I'm a special kind. Man, that is hard to